Happy Friday. Welcome to Success Reader. I'm so happy to be able to shuffle for you today and give you some messages from Spirit. What we're going to do, it's been a wild week. I don't know where you are, but at least here in the United States, it's been something for the book. So what we're going to do is get some messages from some angel oracle cards in regards to what we can wind down the weekend focusing on when it comes to our windfall of abundance. Okay, so the first deck that I'm going to pull 3 cards from are my Angels and Ancestors deck. It's a beautiful deck. I got it recently. And then I'm going to pull 3 cards from that deck. And then I'm going to pull 3 cards from my Wisdom Tarot deck. And then we're going to follow it up with some Think and Grow Rich cards and Success deck cards. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have that we should focus on for this weekend to call in our windfall of abundance in all of its forms? Okay. Do you hear any extra noise? We're getting some work done on the house. Star Ancestor. Let me see, can you see that here? Star Ancestor card. It's a beautiful card. Follow the voice of your soul. Okay, that's the first card out. Put that where you can see it. Put in the comments what's something fun you have planned for this weekend or for Friday. Even though a lot of us aren't able to leave our immediate environments, we can still find ways to have fun. Okay, the next card out. Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. That's actually something I was thinking about today because that's a message that I've been seeing. Let me scoot that over. I've been seeing lately because sometimes just being silent, letting things play out, overshadows the need to be right. Is the need to be right something that it comes from a place of your ego? Oftentimes it is. Or the need to actually tell people something that we know that's right. When, perhaps we can't change their mind, and does it really matter at the end of the day? Things are going to play out. And if they prove what you say to be right, then find solace in that. Spirit, I'm sure you have another message for us. So we have the Star Ancestor and the Peacekeeper. Follow the voice of your soul. And the Peacekeeper. Now look at the Peacekeeper card. I'm also seeing does it really matter if other people know that you're right? Does it really matter? Is their validation what's going to help to propel you forward? How much, benefit do you derive from the I told you so? Okay, the last card is the Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. This card's been coming out a lot recently. I think it's important, this pandemic has taught us a lot of lessons if you're paying attention, in that we need to start looking at our hearts when oftentimes we're, in our heads about things, and our hearts, speak to our emotions, and our emotions can, if they're balanced, if you're giving them room in your life, that they can help guide you in the right direction and make good choices that are helpful for you. And in turn, if you are serving your best self, your highest self, then ultimately you're serving those around you. So connect with your emotions. Okay, so those are the first 3 cards out. Let's see what the Wisdom Tarot, Angel Wisdom Tarot has from Radley Valentine. The deck, in case you're not familiar with it, it came out at the last quarter of last year. Okay. Planning for the long term. This is the 3 of Wands, planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors. Be patient as you decide what's next. And you notice it seems like she, and right here it has the word opportunity. And then you have like this really large moon in the background. And it's interesting because you can see that it's broad daylight, but you can still see the moon. So is there a shadow of something that's being revealed that's going to lead you to a new opportunity? Three of Wands. Perhaps the things that, my grandma had this phrase, what you do in the dark comes to light. And perhaps some things that you've been doing, keeping to yourself, some seeds you've sown, my apologies, I got a little tongue tied. Some of the seeds you have sown are going to start to grow, take harvest, and they are going to lead you in the direction of abundance. So there you go, your Three of Wands. Okay, that's going to go right under follow the voice of your soul. So if you have, this nagging voice within you, sometimes a recurring thought, that may be a clue as to where you can look at some of the previous seeds you've sown or sow some new seeds that going forward are going to serve you. Okay, I made your Arcana card pull next, the High Priestess. Meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desire. This is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. This card, it's very interesting. It plays into the Star Ancestor card. Follow the voice of your soul. How are you going to be able to hear the voice that you have if you're not still, you're not quiet, so that you can get the inspiration and clarity for what you need to do? So in this weekend, I hope some of you viewers or all of the viewers will take the time to be still so that you can get any insights that have been wanting to come to the forefront, or insights that you just, kind of pushed aside because you're not in tap with your emotions and you're not listening to that inner voice within. Okay? See if we can come up here to give us a final card. Need to be right. Also, when I look at the High Priestess that's underneath this Peacekeeper card, it talks about wisdom. And, when you think about wisdom, you think about wise people and how they know when to speak, when not to. Very rarely will you see a wise person showboating in front of others or saying, I told you so. So this is a good time for you to tap into your inner wisdom and utilize that for yourself and not for, some of our more vain, pursuits of feeding the ego. Okay, that's too many. Let's see if we can pull one more. So, if you are enjoying this reading or have enjoyed other readings that I've done, feel free to click the like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you can receive updates. If you want to extend it, some of the videos include extended readings. You can feel free to click those links in the description box. And then, even more importantly, if you want a personal career and success reading, that link is in the description box below. Spirit, we would like one additional. You gave us two, so we're going to take both of them. Release. Endings that lead to the new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back. Spiritual transformation. Now, when we have the opportunity to go within, tap into our emotions, follow the voice within our heart, and listen to our intuition, it'll allow us to be able to see, are there situations, people, and experiences that we need to let go that no longer serve us so that we can move forward? Especially when we're thinking about planning for the long term and receiving the success of our labors. Sometimes that price comes with letting people go. And then also, lastly, the Queen of Swords, brilliant, experienced, humorous, judgmental, releasing situations or people that no longer serve you. So there's this strong pull that as you're continuing your transformation, that you're going to have to draw a line in the sand. And then, you know, the interesting thing about these cards is that that is something that is facing the United States at this time. You know, this nation is in the news quite a bit this week, has been, because this whole election cycle, and honestly these last 4 years have kind of highlighted some situations and belief systems that are not in alignment for the highest good of humanity. And you're going to see this, of course, play out in other countries as well, but particularly, you know, the United States is being highlighted. And what you're seeing is that people are having to draw the line in the sand when it comes to the treatment of others. What they're having to do a heart check, a gut check to say, what's the difference between, you know, a difference in political ideology and actual treatment of others just from a moral or just basis of good consciousness. So we're all being encouraged, especially the viewers watching this video, to look at people's situations, and you're going to have to make the choice to release them. And then also, you know, some of these situations are going to be difficult. Seeing the humor in them. Yes, some of these things don't seem like they're funny initially or on the outset, but you might be able to see a bit of lightheartedness in certain aspects of it. Okay, let's see what the Think and Grow Rich deck has for us in terms of messages of abundance that we can focus on over the weekend. It's pretty dreary here, so definitely, you know, keeping a lot of people indoors where I am geographically here in the U.S. And so it just plays into going within, not having that many distractions, and just seeing what spirit, always learning. Okay, always learning. Our abundance is tied to always learning. Successful men in all callings, successful men and women, I'll include, in all callings, never stop acquiring specialized knowledge related to their major purpose, business, or profession. So where could you get some additional information, level up on your talent over the weekend? I mean, when people used to, you know, compliment me on certain things that I did, I told them I just kept showing up every day, doing that thing, showing up. And the end result was all of those little steps, those little actions adding up to what they saw in front of them and was complimenting. And so that's the same message for you, is that always learning doesn't mean you're taking a big leap in this moment. It's just that you're doing little things to learn a new fact, a new level of information about a particular topic that resonates with you, that speaks to your heart and is in line with that voice within that's tugging you in that direction. So always learning. And then for our Deepak Chopra success deck, let's see what message we have for us. If you have any particular topics you'd like me to pull do readings for in the areas of abundance, success, career, business, feel free to leave that in the comments below. I'm always excited to share my intuitive insights and spirit messages for the timely questions and topics that most resonate with you in those areas of your life. Spirit, you have a message for us from the Success deck. I have a feeling that there's one here for us. Okay. Oh, we have two. Yeah. I am flexible. I recognize that the universe is in a perpetual state of change, and the best way to respond is to be flexible. If 2020 didn't show us anything, it was that we needed to stay grounded and be flexible. 2020 was a 4-year, which has to do with home, hearth, family, and staying grounded. And yoga is a really great way to be flexible, but also it can help you with your mindfulness, and it can serve as a moving meditation for you. So when I look at this card, I see those things. The ability to be able, when you go within, you can get those flashes of insight that can help you maneuver any situation that's being thrown your way. I know this week, for me, there were a lot of things going on, and something in particular yesterday just totally threw me for a loop. And it wasn't until after I took like a lot of deep breaths and talked to one of my spiritual mentors that I realized, you know, starting from a place of gratitude, I could come up with solutions that were a workaround to what this current situation was that I'm currently experiencing or was experiencing yesterday. And it ended up working out, you know, in a way that just put my mind at ease. And so I would encourage you all to do the same, that when things are thrown your way, whether it's this weekend or have been thrown your way this week, that you take a couple of deep breaths, be grateful for the things that are going right in that particular situation or just in your life, and then start from that place so that you can find flexible solutions to the challenges that are confronting you. And then the last message is, the universe conspires to fulfill all of my intentions. The universe conspires to fulfill all of my intentions. So, you know, as they say, when you're thrown a challenge, you're also given the solution. So staying flexible is going to be your answer to meeting that challenge where it is, because the universe is supporting you in that. They're not going to throw something your way and you not be able to tackle it. When all of the elements and forces of the universe conspire to fulfill my intentions, instant manifestation becomes possible. So when things have been thrown your way, or when you think about, you take the time to sit with yourself, connect with your emotions, get intuitive insights, and then and that allows you to set your intentions about, what do I want? Where do I see myself? How can I, you know, move past this moment? Here are my goals. Then the universe can start to put those things together for you in a way that you might not have even anticipated, because you remain flexible. Okay, that's your reading for today. How you can tackle this weekend and manifest some windfalls in the next couple of days and going forward. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, click the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll talk to you next time. Ciao.